What's with this intergenerational kindness that you spoke about, giving the Oxford example?
Sure, yeah. I mean, it's a very interesting area of work. I think like we used to live in a society across the world, which is like say 600-700 years ago, which thought long term in the sense that we had an idea of projects that would outlive us. What's happened is, so for example, if you're building a cathedral typically takes say 200 to 250, 300 years to build. And some of the most like say Sagrada Familia has been built for 200 or whatever, right, since Gaudi and uske pehle bhi tha. And there was, so it's, these are long projects, right? It's more than a human lifetime. When you start digging the foundations for the cathedral, you know that it's your grandchildren which will finish it. But there is a certain meaning to that work. That it's not that you need to see the end of that work to derive meaning from it. Similarly, there's this lovely example in the Oxford College. Like they have a part of the campus called the New College. It's very old, so it's not new really. It's just called New College. It's like so. And then they had these large oak beams in one of their spaces. Now, there was some student, maybe I think maybe 80, 90 years ago, there's some student who was walking around the magnifying glass on top of those beams, and he found a massive beetle infestation in all the beams. So the beams had rotten from inside, and he raised this to the college. So the dean of the college, these guys were freaking out. Okay, matlab itna lamba chhad, like, these are like 2 feet by 2 feet by 40 feet beams. So where will you find straight oak trees like that, right? Well, they don't grow, and I mean, you have to then forage in forests and all that. So they were freaking out. They're like, okay, this whole structure is going to come down. They called up the forestry department of Oxford College. So some student had the idea that let's ask in a forestry department to see ke kuch hai to. So this forester comes back, and it seems he has a meeting with the dean, and he's saying, so they're telling him that, this has happened. Beetles are eating up these beams. Like, can you suggest? He's like, we were wondering when you would call us. So it seems 400 years ago, someone had planted a forest of oak trees, 40 oak trees were planted when they were installing the beams in the college, because they know that 400 saal ke baad uska hai, it's going to get destroyed. And that time they will need this forest of oak trees, right? Now, this is intergenerational kindness that you see today for 400 years later. And this is the kind of thinking that we need to be taught again. This is the thinking that has been beaten out of us by education system. We do not think beyond an Instagram post that has to go every day, or you don't think about like, I don't think anyone of us has a 10-year plan even, like, where about the 400-year plan. So I think, like, for example, we know, all of us know that the building industry, architecture contributes almost 40% to the greenhouse gas emissions that industry creates, right? But we're not stopping to pour concrete. None of us are stopping to pour concrete. There are 6,000 projects going on in Bombay right now, including these kind of massive ecological disasters like the coastal road and these new ceilings and all that. I mean, it's just grey infrastructure. We've completely forgotten about green infrastructure.